What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 88 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vlad and Isabella Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, we fought against Ruinous outside the Karakazorn camp, and though he got some nice glam shots of himself doing battle with skeletons and zombies, he did end up losing, and I think that will probably be pretty much it for his faction, as he only does have that one settlement remaining. In addition to that, it looks like Manny is pretty much dead as well. We'll be having one more battle against him, but his army is basically gone, and it's very, very weak on top of all that. So, a lovely time for us, and maybe we'll get a few new vassals if we can grab the Lost Plateau next turn, but I guess we'll have to find out when we end the said turn to see if that works out. So let's start with the Ogres. Now, we do have the concern that the Caravan of Blue Roses is moving north towards the Vale of Titans, so we do have to deal with that. And frankly, Bruno doesn't have that good of an army, certainly not good enough to defend against this many stacks. Damn, I was hoping we could summon a Necro at the Vale of Titans, but unfortunately not possible. Well, let's begin by killing Cog here, who is going to not run. Alright, auto-resolve Cog. And then we will heal up, I guess. And we still probably want to destroy the camp, especially as we do have a mission or two to kill it. Auto-resolve that. Alrighty, free Scroll of Blast, which we can hopefully turn to something useful, and I guess heal yourself yet again. Alrighty, then, ally mission successful, swell. You are not gonna go bother Thrud here. I think the only thing to do is to head towards the Vale of Titans and hope to defend it. Now, we can reach this pretty easily by the looks of it, so let's go here for now. And I take it we can't summon anything nice here. Well, not this turn. We may replace some of the skeletons or zombies or something next turn, but ultimately this is looking like that's what we'll have to deal with if we're fighting Wulfric. Now, you're a Necrarch, so... We can get, well, we do have enough points to get Nehekara's Noble Blood at the very least, so Wildheart, Life Leeching, and Sanashur will be ours. And though I do wonder as to what other things we'd want to get. We could invest in the Unliving Host, though it's not necessarily what we were going to do with this lord. He is a strategist, so it's not like he really matters. So, yeah, it was a temporary army anyway. Well, we'll figure that out as we go. Vlad, I believe you were in range of a settlement, so take the Longship Graveyard by auto-resolve, please. Alright, nobody dies to that, hopefully, though he did get a little bit hurt. And we'll occupy the place just because we can. Free Channeling Staff and Ice Tooth Mountain secured. Let's delete that, let's get some walls up and running, and let's foster some terror, as we usually like to do. Now, Waldakir, I was originally going to send you to... Dietershofen, but I guess we're gonna send Yost that way, just to have a fun battle for him. It's just that the problem is that I don't think he can take Conquata, mostly because it's an all-cav army and it needs to fight in the field. And though I suppose there is a chance that these guys actually sally out. But do we risk not getting a battle? I feel like we don't risk not getting a battle. Besides, we can always sail back there after Dietershofen has been taken care of anyway. So, Yost can go this way. Waldakir, I would like you... what do we want you to do, actually? I mean, we could send you up north. You know what? I kind of like that idea. We send you up north so that we can have you take a few of these easier settlements rather than having Aldous do it, because Aldous is a fairly high-level lord at this point and has a lot of good stuff, so he can go out and fight the Dark Elves or whoever, or these guys even. And it feels like it's been a while since he's had an actually properly challenging battle as well. So yeah, that's another reason. Anyway, occupy the place and got a free Banner of Swiftness, province secured as well. So once again, we shall foster some terror. And, well, are we going to be bothering to keep this territory? Probably not. This is, I mean, we may keep these three, the Icetooth Mountains, because they're all yellow. But the rest obviously can be traded to our allies. We'll see. Dirk, you can keep moving towards the Bay of Blades. We'll see how the AI reacts here. I think we'll stay in channeling stance, though. I do imagine that Jervis is going to move to the Bay of Blades, but I suppose that's something that Yost can deal with as well, because Vlad is done here. He can go elsewhere now. And also, Otto, well, just a couple more turns of you staying here, man. Just a couple more, we're nearly there. We also do still have to consider that there's still a lot of stuff up north, so we'll probably want to send some armies there. So Waldekir, we should probably start raising you some stuff at some point, though I have yet to decide what exactly your army is going to look like. You can use cheap Graveguard in massive piles, and you can use cheap Black Knights in massive piles. I'm not sure which would be better. I mean, to be fair, while you have Doom Rider, where are you? While Yost has Doom Rider, and the massive reduction for the Black Knight upkeep. Oh, we can also get him Heart Piercing right now if we wanted to. He only has 4 Black Knights in this army, but then again, or once again, it feels like it's kind of a waste of time to get them when you can just get a bunch of cheap, or relatively cheap Blood Knights via the Ordo Draconis. So, still makes me think that it's not worth getting those. But anyway, Bathilda, you're going to fight in a second. Rudy, you're moving up north, and you will be continuing to move up north until we're ready for you. So let's march stance you, I guess. I don't think anybody can attack you anywhere near here anyway. Peter. Now, you, I guess, need to head south, or we stay near Arcan. We might actually have to fight Arcan. He's starting to dislike us more and more, and he seems to refuse to vassalize. So unless we can vassalize him by giving him one of the territories that he wants, we actually want Numos for ourselves, since Cameron will probably be generating a lot of cash. In fact, what does he want for Numos? I'd be willing to bet he'd trade Gronti Mingle for it. In fact, just out of curiosity, how much would you give us for Gronti Mingle?
My desires are...
Where is it? Right here. 33.3, yeah, so nowhere near vassalization. Yeah, Well, I feel like we're not going to have much choice, and we may actually have to fight him. And I'm sure he trades some stuff, but do we really want to bother with it? I also really don't like how he has several territories in the midst of our territories, to be perfectly honest. Well, let's keep moving around here, Peter. After all, the Oracles of Tzeentch are by far the more annoying faction that we have to deal with first. The rest don't really matter as much. Anyway, you go after Ludred here. Roderick, you need to head out but stay in camp stance so that you can heal up. Hey, the assassin succeeded in assassinating. Okay, fine, you're gonna go in raiding stance rather, and start moving towards the Foundry of Bones. Renki, on the other hand, is gonna move into the Bloodwind Keep and heal up there for at least a turn. Both of you need a lot of healing after what you've been through in these Chaos Corrupted territories. Uzul. Probably not the Uzul, but okay. Let's see. Boosters, none of you need to move. You, who are you again? Oh, the guy that took this territory. Yeah, we technically don't need you, but we're gonna keep you around in case we vassalize because you make the faction weaker. Nicola, you, I guess, are gonna keep heading southward. Let's not put you. Oh, this is gonna put you into corruption, isn't it? What if you're in channeling stance? No, this is still forcing you to get corrupted. Man, I have to move through a lot of Talaqua's territory. You know what? It might be easier to actually send you out via the sea than this. Probably the sea. I have to suffer a turn of attrition like this. And like this. But their Big Bird is still alive, so we can't leave him there. Yeah, fine, go via the Plain of Tuskers then. Go here for one turn, then head out that way. Alrighty, well, at least that one's decided. Who's up next? Henyu, you are headed towards this blessed dread little army here. So let's put you near the settlement, but not so near that you would draw out the garrison in a fight. Looks like he's building artillery. Oh damn! I shouldn't have moved you into in march stance. There we go. Regular stance for you now. Edmund von Falkenstein, or Stein, we are ready to move you out, aren't we? Yes, finally. It's taken a while, though of course you're not actually supposed to be leading this army. Dirk is from up north, but he's busy, so you're going to keep leading it for a little while as of yet. Free Mysterious Island, which we can stop by on our way to... yeah, you can grab the Dragon Fang mount while on your way, except for a little bit of attrition, but it's not like this one little settlement is gonna make any kind of difference to you. Like so, and those who escaped, please. And favorable winds, damn. I really wish that favorable winds came into effect in the same turn, but oh well. And what can you do? Now, Wallach, you are going to do things. Now, first of all, you can't get Graveguard, unfortunately, here, which would have been lovely. Do we have another nearby place? Ashridge Mountains, does this count as part of Bitter Bay? I don't think so. So maybe you can raise some stuff here, but well, we need to still recruit stuff. So at the very least, let's start with Western provinces. Yeah, let's go with those two Celestial Dragon Crossbowmen. I was really thinking maybe Crane Gunners, but for now, get the crossbows. This army is going to have lots and lots of range units. And just so I don't tempt myself into building these guys elsewhere, let's put them on the field right now. There we go. So that'll be 2 Sisters of Avalorn, 6 Sylvanian crossbows, and then 2 Celestial Dragon crossbows. Though once again, I feel like the Crane Gunners would be superior. I just want to compare the Celestial Dragons versus the Sisters of Avalorn in terms of their performance. Maldwin, you're headed down to Doomglade as fast as you can go, so let's move you here. Let's see, can you raise anything here? Well, let's just raise some stuff. It doesn't really matter what, as long as we can take Doomglade next turn. And move a little bit further into their territory, like so. And then continue raiding. Can we raise any Air Force here? Well, we can raise 1 Vargeist. Good, and I guess this army, presuming that we're not going to fight the Last Defenders, although there is a chance that we will have to, and we can send it elsewhere, which means we could potentially raise Vargeists, Graveguard, and transfer them to the ranged army. I'll think about it. We don't have to do it this turn either way. And also, what can you raise here? Oh, you got plenty of Graveguard to raise. And we raised the Vargeists here already, didn't we? And we still got 1 more. Yes, I would like you to continue raising these. They're going to be transferred, but you will want to keep raising, so let's do that. Did anybody need Mortis engines? Maldwin, if your army is going to be pretty much all Air Force, you will... Well, actually, you'll need some things on foot, or else it won't work, will it? I guess fine, you can have 2 Mortis engines. And just so that they protect each other, rather than the 1. Take out one of the carts, then. And get a Mortis engine, and then maybe next turn we'll just raise a bunch of Graveguard as well and have Waller transfer them over to Wallach over here. It's not like he'll need that many. He will, however, need Necromancers, and Necromancers, at least 2 of them, in fact. Let's get you... Lore Keeper, honestly, I don't like either of these, but let's take Lore Keeper for now. In fact, maybe I should have just taken Dark Majesty. Well, then again, this guy's actually low on mana, ironically enough. Let's... You know what? Let's take this aggressive guy and then delete him. And then let's take the next guy. And we'll keep him for a turn, but if we get something better, we'll just replace. Alright, you guys just stay there. And just gotta have Necros everywhere. Minus the... Ooh. Can't have Necros in the air army, can we? Because they can't fly, they can't acquire flying mounts. Well, I guess the air army doesn't really need to be summoning zombies, and our lord could do it as well anyway. Okie dokie, who's up next? A little bit of admin in this portion of the episode, but that should be ending right about now, or at least nearly now. You can move out to the edge of Resetra. You can still raise all that stuff here, right? Yes, beautiful. So many Graveguard to raise. Alrighty, anybody other than Bathilda to move, because we know where Bathilda's going to go. And that's the final battle of... Didn't I move you, Waldekir? Oh, I was planning to, but then I ended up not moving you, my bad. Up you go. I suppose in theory you might want to guard a few of these territories just in case. But yes, now it's time for Bathilda to take out Manny for good. Wait, Renki? Oh, he's in the... Yeah, okay, fine. Fine. And, oh, Ermin Bachman. Apparently I didn't move everybody. Okay. Here's the question. Will this guy actually fight us, or will he be too afraid to fight Ermin? I feel like we want to maybe try an ambush. He is moving towards us. And even with... Oh. This is a place he can't cross. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. So if you go to this place, you won't have enough to ambush, will you? Well then maybe we just stay here? Well, he can't cross it either. Damn, that's another problem. I guess we could go right to the edge of it and then hope that he gets into the ambush location. All right, well, let's take a risk. It's only risky in the sense that it's a little bit annoying. Wait, did you cross or did you not? I can't tell. Well, let's just hope he doesn't run away, because we can get the fight that way. And we will keep an eye on this in case we can actually raise a Mortis engine someday. Some way. Alright, let's take another quick look at these in case I missed somebody like I missed Ermin there. Otto doesn't need to move, and Yos has moved. Renki's good, Aldous is good, Roddy is good. Alright, Bathilda, 'tis your time once more. One more fight with Manny. Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, you know what? I don't see that happening, but sure, game. Sure. Alrighty, here we go. Manny's last flight. Oh, it looks like he's actually going to start off by overcasting a Spirit Leech, just to get that little bit of extra damage. We're gonna give him a proper send-off by sending Bathilda to fight him a one-on-one. Of course, she's already defeated him, I wanna say, at least once, possibly twice. Though he does have a little bit of backup in the form of a couple of Sylvanian crossbows, plus of course that unit of bats, so we are going to Spirit Leech him right back, as well as get that Black Dragon Breath, which he himself has eschewed in favor of charging us directly. But of course we do outstat him fairly considerably. While this is happening, I actually decided to keep almost all of our army back, and we did draw out a garrison. The garrison is made up of a bunch of garbage, a bunch of skeletons and zombies and crypt ghouls and whatnot, but they're all at like a tiny sliver of HP. And what I wanted to do was put the garrison together like that, and then put a Mortis engine and our two necromancers right into the middle of the blob, and we'll see how long this little garrison force survives without the help of our main line. So no black coaches, and only that one Mortis engine, no crypt horrors, and none of the full HP units. Should be pretty interesting. Anyway, in the meantime, Bathilda is fighting Manny over here. Looks like he's taken about 3 times more damage than she has, despite the fact that we're taking range shots at this point, and the dragon looks like it's bleeding from them. But at the end of the day, once again, the stat comparison is pretty different, and the Seduction and Enfeebling Foe both drop Manny's stats just insanely. Anyway, keep fighting, at least until our little tiny army here gets in there. And there the bats come to help. Huh, I do wonder if those crossbows are going to bring down more bats than they are and going to damage Bathilda, but I suppose we'll see. Considering the number of ways she has to heal, I don't think that she's all that concerned about this. Anyway, here we go. Our little garrison army is going to move in. The Mortis engine, of course, leading, but, well, this wouldn't work without the Mortis engine and the Necros to keep this little force topped up. Of course, the Mortis engine will thus be doing most of the damage, but what can you do? Anyway, Bathilda's dropped down now to about 2/3 of her HP, whereas Manny is closer to 1/3. and of course she can activate her healing potion at any time, so not a huge concern here. The bats, I think, are dead. These are our bats, unless I'm mistaken, and oh, it looks like one of our necros actually got caught by some units here, but not to worry, we can simply send our vamps to deal with that wherever they are. They're already helping out. Anyway, Manfred's just about to drop. He's down to a sliver of HP, and Bathilda is down to half, but she is ready to pop her healing potion and heal up. Couple more hits, maybe one, we'll see. One last Spirit Leech coming in from Manny. I don't know who it hit, but I suppose at the end of the day, it's not going to matter very much. Also, while fighting, Bathilda has summoned some zombies in the background on top of the enemy unit of Sylvanian crossbows there. Oh man, Manny's still alive, and ooh, a Wind of Death comes through the enemy battle line here and absolutely wrecks them. And not from Bathilda, of course, because I don't believe she has access to it, but rather from one of the necromancers helping out this little line here. Manny's got 2 hits on him, I think. If we can manage to get those in there, I think his melee defense is back up. It's at 42, which is okay. Alright, some simultaneous bites from those zombie dragons, and there we go, Manny dropping from the sky one last time, and Vlad's Sun and Darkness is going to be laid to rest. Lovely, now it's just a matter of winning our battle here. Ooh, I like how our units are lit up by the glow of the balefire from the Mortis Engine and the Necros. They're like in a little blue spotlight as compared to the rest of the enemy forces. That's really neat. I really like that. Our balefire is superior to theirs. And of course we are continuously summoning zombies all the while doing this, and once again we haven't actually moved in our main force. The Vamps bailed out the Necromancer that got stuck there, but otherwise this was just the Mortis Engine, the Necros, and the little garrison forces. Plus, of course, Bathilda taking care of Manny and the Sylvanian crossbows. And speaking of Bathilda, she's basically at full HP after the healing potion, popping that healing invocation of Nehek, plus the hunger from attacking, plus the curses of undeath, so yeah, looks like we're gonna be just fine. And it cost us absolutely nothing to defeat Manny. One more insult to see him off. And there we go. And one of the benefits of fighting him here when he has Sylvanian crossbows is the fact that the enemy army doesn't just crumble away at the same time, so we have a few extra seconds to heal any single entities that might need it while we chase off and kill the rest of the Sylvanians. And there we go. Let's speed up the rest of that as there isn't too much left, but it looks like all of the units survived here. All of the garrison units. They started with a sliver of HP, and they stayed with a sliver of HP. Oh wow, I saw 30 kills on one of them. Not too bad. And the Black Coaches and the Mortis Engine were just chasing around some Sylvanians. Alrighty, 0 losses, and yes, by the looks of it, 0 losses on that little garrison force that we sent out, which is kind of funny. Bathilda's at full HP, and she got a nice one-on-one. Actually, it wasn't a one-on-one. Manny had the help of 2 units of range trying to focus her down, plus a unit of bats as well, and still ended up losing horribly. I think somebody said in the comments a few episodes ago, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man, or something along those lines, and yes, that seems appropriate, but I think that was indeed the last time. We can get a little bit of cash, I guess, since we can't get anything out of the other rewards, and with this... Ally mission successful, a corpse thief, so unless there's another mission to destroy that, double check. Western Provinces, Ally missions, Karan, okay. And that's it. Alrighty, time for Manny's faction, the Drakenhof Conclave, rather, to be laid to rest.
Slay them.
And there we go. Well done to Bathilda. And man, why does the auto-resolve hurt her army so much? I guess she can heal for a turn then. There we go, Drakenhof Conclave gone for good. Now I wonder if Talakwa's worth more to Talakwa. 26, eh? 15 and 1. Man, 26 doesn't seem like it's all that much. Maybe if Tic-Tac-Toe gets those Deadhead Monoliths, but I'm not entirely sure whether he actually can, so I guess we'll have to wait and find out, although that's not nearly as important as taking out Big Bird down there, and seeing what else is going on down here. Although I do expect we may be having to fight some lizards in the near future, since they're not liking us so much. Hopefully we can at least vassalize the dwarves, because there's a few of their units that I would like. Now, out of curiosity, with the Drakenhof Conclave destroyed, how does Arcan feel about us? Still not that great. He's strength rank 4, eh? I guess the game considers him pretty strong, although I guess that depends on what exactly is in his armies. Well, they're not horrible. They're not great, but they're not horrible. Oh look, he says Drakenhof Conclave units. Cute. Let's see what else we gotta do this turn in terms of moving, and I don't believe there was anything actually. So, let's go buildings, and then let's see about next turn. We'll start with the lower level buildings. Eastern Steppes Iron... Oh, right, Ironstorm. We don't actually want anything from any of these territories, because we're going to be giving them to our allies. Alright, screw that. Winter's Teeth Pass ignored. Vanaheim Mountains, no. Same with you, Stone Sky. Mountains of Nalfari, same with you. And yes, okay, Wang Chang, yes, and I guess we want the growth here at least temporarily to level this up as much as we possibly can. And in fact, while we're here, anything else here can be upgraded. Shrine of the Alchemist. I think it was actually next. Alright, Charnel Pit. These will hopefully be the road to a vassalization of these factions. We would have already vassalized the western provinces long ago. It's just that they will break their agreements with the northern provinces as soon as we do, so we gotta try to vassalize them both at roughly the same time. Trollheim Mountains, I guess you're up next. We can ignore the Tower of Kraken. There's actually a very good chance we'll be giving it away. Shady Township for the Blackstone Post. I guess we do want to get that Castle Drakenfell's library up and running at some point. Barrows of Quilleur. You... That's just a massive orcal. I didn't even realize... I thought that the province would be named the same. I didn't even realize. You can not have anything. Stay as you are. Same with Troll Country. Skavenblight, you're fine, or at least, if not fine, you're too expensive for what you offer. You know what, let's build a Shady Township here, though. And Saber Mountain, we could definitely get you a gibbet. And at least we want to upgrade all these gibbets, even if there are yellow territories. Kirak Vlag, Titan's Notch, I guess the same thing would go for you, minus the fact... Well, I was about to say Titan's Notch is kind of in a dangerous location, but it's actually fairly far, so maybe we are safe to upgrade it. Alright, fine. Works for me, it's more money at the end of the day. Rib Peaks, etc, etc. Kislev, we're trying to get you to tier 5 so we can get that Boca Palace. And it'll take a while to get there, though. Keep ignoring. Help it. We are building a Font of Nightmares there, and I can't for the life of me remember why I decided to build that there. Perhaps, well, I think it was just for more Banshees, but, well, I guess there isn't really anything else that we can build there anyway, so yeah, it's fine. Marienburg, we really need you to be more healthy, and you know what, let's get the skeletal walls here. Let's upgrade Gorcel. Now you're gonna need walls. You guys are way too near to Albion, and they could very well attack you from there. Alright, nearly out of cash to spend now. Granite Spikes and Gorger Rock, I guess you're both probably more or less fine, but higher level Necros is still a good thing. Erengrad is moving to tier 5, but there's nothing else that we can build here right now that would be useful to us, so we'll wait. Peak Pass, Black Mountains. You know what, while... Ooh. No, wait, that's McDelv on Galbarak. We don't need to build anything there. Anything looking good here for a cheap upgrade. Spite Peak and Dringo Karaz. What's the likelihood that you get attacked? Very low to non-existent. Yeah, looks like I'm not seeing any gibbets. Alright, let's upgrade Mount Squighorn, then we can ignore the rest of this for now. We'll be upgrading other stuff later on. Let's end the turn and let's see if anything interesting happens. Unassigned skill points ignored, building upgrade available, and... Can we get attacked? And if we can, where? I don't think so. I suppose Jervis might try to move towards Dirk. And oh, we do have an ambush coming up, but we won't have time to fight it this episode, but it would be nice if it does succeed, so let's at least find out. Ermin, come on. Oh wow, another army belonging to the War Host of the Apocalypse. Looks like they got nearly 3 full stacks out there. Fun stuff. Alright, there's our provinces, there's our elves. Goes to Pahwaks didn't cancel any further agreements, although we should try to get friendly with them. Friendlier. And what is this? King Rotik is going to attack Moldwyn. I am somewhat surprised by this. I don't think he can actually win this. But yeah, okay, I think this is where we'll call it. We'll start the next episode off of this. I guess we are winded. We could back off. We do have the doggos to take care of the skeleton archers, and then they don't have much of a melee force. The chariots are going to be kind of a problem, but Moldwyn is probably strong enough to deal with a lot of this. Oh, the enemy's on a Necrosphinx. We've got a dragon, they've got a Necrosphinx. Might be an actually not too bad duel in between lords. Yeah, you know what? We'll save this battle for next time just because it might be fun, even if it was probably not necessary, because we could back off and have Waller kill all this. Yeah. And we'll start off with this, and then we will try to get a few more battles going in Norska. There is that full stack still remaining, not controlled by Throg, but controlled by whoever, I forget his name. And then, of course, we do want to get Yost to finally move down to Dietershofen and fight that, a battle, a proper battle. He's been running around with those horses for such a long time and still hasn't managed to get himself a proper fight. So here's hoping we can get one next time. Stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.